Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot. I am both a Vedic and Western astrologer, as well as a tarot reader and oracle reader, and I'm so glad to have you on the show today. Welcome.
And I am Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy. And I am a Reiki master, intuitive energy healer, Celtic Shamanic high priestess, galactic ambassador, and a channel and an oracle. And I'm excited to have you all here.
Yay.
And I'm the wonderful guest. My name is Ramsey. I'm a medium and energy healer and a coach. You can find me on ramseychithi.net. Thank you.
Oh, welcome, Ramsey. We're so honored to have you on the show. You have more certifications than I think, like Tanys probably has about the same amount, but it's like more than I know.
He's modest. He's a man of few words.
Yeah, I went on your website and it was like, what doesn't Ramsey do?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm really excited to have you here. And can you tell people just a little bit more about you and your practice and what you specialize in?
Sure. I am a Reiki healer, energy, Reiki, therapeutic touch, and other modalities that I've learned along the way. I've also studied mediumship, psychic mediumships with a lady in the Netherlands. Sorry, I kind of blocked on her. And also what I do is it's an encompassing thing of healing, whereby I invoke the help of the archangels in the healing process, along with my mediumship and NLP, which I forgot to mention that I also do NLP, to help the person move forward beyond certain issues that face us during our lifetime. So basically, it's an encompassed healing process. Not only specific, it's a global one.
Mm-hmm. You're on mute, Michelle.
That's absolutely fascinating. I did not know. I had to look up some of the things that you did because I didn't know what they were. And so I looked them up and went, that is such an amazing healing modality. So yes. All right. Well, everyone, go ahead and ask your questions in the chat. And before we go ahead and get started with the show, I am going to give some astrological advice for the next week. Tanys is going to follow up with some cards, and then Ramsey can give him the energies that he's been feeling coming his way as well. Okay, so astrology-wise, we just went through our eclipse season and Mercury retrograde. Yay, it's over, but we're still going to be dealing with some of the pushback from the eclipses. Like if you had an ascendant there, like Tanys, you dealt with a storm. If you had a moon in the lunar eclipse, you were maybe dealing with some issues with mother travel, things like that. And one of my friends dealt with that. Venus just went over the eclipse point on the 6th. And so that would have brought out the solar eclipse point is sun, which is father. So just looking after fathers or father figures in your life, it would have triggered something there if you had any planets or your ascendant on the solar eclipse. And then moving forward, Mars has just moved into Ravati. And Ravati it's a very spiritual nakshatra. It's extremely sattvic. Okay, so Mars is a spiritual warrior here because Mars is the warrior. And when given a spiritual mission, he becomes a spiritual warrior. So this is a good time to persevere on your spiritual path and help others that may have lost their way and maybe focused a little too much on the material aspects of their lives in favor of just a more spiritual way of living and being. Today, the sun also entered Mrgasira, which can help us with some of our material comforts and travel, which is good. And we're out of the Mercury retrograde, so it's good for traveling. Ramsey mentioned going to India, which I'm very excited to hear about later. And tomorrow, we're going to go through something called Ganga Dusara. And the Ganga is the most sacred river in India. And Dusara refers to the 10th Tithi, and that's just a lunar cycle, okay? And this festival is celebrated to honor River Ganga and the day that she descended to earth. So a bath on this day is said to purify us of all sins. So it's it's a very auspicious day, and it can release you from cycles of death and rebirth. It can help you let go of your past and clear out any lingering negativity. So to celebrate, because we're not next to the Ganga, we can chant mantras for Ganga, and we can also shower as a sacred ritual and let the water kind of just imagine the water washing away negativity. Okay, so that's something that you can do tomorrow. But the most important thing to do is meditate. And a simple mantra that you can say is Om Gangaye Namaha. Okay, so you can do that 108 times on a mala. And then we have a big day on June 10th. We have Nirjala Ekadashi. And Ekadashi is the 11th lunar day, and it's a special day to fast for Lord Vishnu. My husband and I are going to try to go without food, and he's going to maybe try to go without water, but it's really difficult. It's a special fast, and you don't take any food or water for 24 hours. And if you fast on Ekadashis, which occur twice a month because it's a lunar tithi that happens twice a month, this is a big one because it's on the hottest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. And you can reap the benefit of having fasted on every Ekadashi for the year if you have no food or water on the 10th. So because we live in the Kali Yuga, the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, this can allow you to purify the self and become free of past sins, no matter how great. It's pretty amazing. But if you can't fast due to medical reasons, you can still do japa for Lord Vishnu and donations. And the mantra for the 10th is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And you can do that throughout the day to honor Lord Vishnu. And yeah, so that's pretty much the energies that we have coming. Rahu's going to enter Bharani Nakshatra on the 12th. We're going to experience a full moon in Jyeshta Nakshatra on the 13th. I can go more into that as we get closer. But yeah, I hope that was helpful as part of some of the astrological energies coming your way. And I'm excited to hear what Tanys pulled.
Yeah, so the cards I pulled are good.
Woo, yay!
Woohoo! Okay, we've had some ups and downs over the last couple of weeks, so I'm excited about this one. So we have igniting your courage. Okay, so it's I'm strong, valiant, and courageous, and so we've been jumping over these barriers, right? These fences the last few weeks, and now we're breaking through those barriers. So you see the beautiful sun coming in there, and you've got the new growth. So this is kind of where we're getting to. So this is probably due to the Mercury retrograde being over, starting to move into higher vibe energy, and we're going to be emerging into grace, which came out again. Yay. So we always pick a card before we come on to see, what the reading's going to be like and stuff. Emerging into grace was the one we picked for everyone today, and it came out again. So we're emerging into grace. So opening your soul to grace. So that does indicate, much like what Michelle was saying, that it's a very spiritual time. And it is, it's funny because you brought up the money thing. And this one's, as you honor and follow your guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So it talks about the money thing, but it's also talking about money as being very heart-based. And so that's the part to focus on, is really not to worry about the money itself. If you're following your heart, it's going to follow, right? So that's in what Michelle was saying. It was about, not following that money part so much. It's following the heart. That's where you're going to find the best success. So you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and do not compromise, because victory, your desire, is coming to fruition. So keep up the good work. So it's an awesome week. I actually was really drawn to pick out some of these cards as well. So we have a Seraphim Gateway, and it's about voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support. So that's a beautiful one. Higher heart activation, dropping your shields, divine love, and your heart is healed. You see there, that's a beautiful portal. So we had a portal this week as well on Monday. A 666 portal, because it was the 6th of the 6th month, and the year, if you add the numbers together, it's a 6. So we have 3 6s. Inner Earth, which is your base chakra, strength, security, and laying foundations. So we've gone through this tunnel, and we're just about at that light at the other end of the tunnel. Okay. So really lots of grounding, feeling into the heart is a theme through all of those, and focusing on that spiritual side of yourself. So hope that's helpful.
Hello. Tanys, you went off very fast.
Yeah, well, I do that, you know.
While you ladies were pulling out the cards and doing the astro, I was able to see a change in the energies whereby the yin and yang are kind of moving into each other and more towards the light than it is towards the darkness. There's a bit of imbalance through it all, but it's on a positive side. And one of the things that came out is grounding, ground yourself. Grounding is not just to sit in a meditative state and see roots just coming out, but with every situation that unfolds within our lives, we have to ground ourselves. We have to find our center, basically our heart center, and come out from there when certain things do arise. So grounding is very important this week, and it is actually a bright, energetic week, and especially when starting with a 666, which to me was a transformational day, and actually for the transformational week that we are in.
Yep, I agree. Lots of that coming.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you, Ramsey. And my computer's kind of stopping up a little bit today, so I apologize if there's any delays. I just want to do a shout out for Kylie. Good to see you. Ted Brooks, I'm so glad you didn't miss it this week either. Welcome back. Parman, good to see you. Krista, Kimberly, Susan, and I saw that Susan tipped, so you're first, Susan. So thank you all for joining us. We're so happy that you're here. We just love all of your energy. And yeah, we have a psychic medium on today, guys, and everything else are like, I don't know what Ramsey doesn't do. So if you have any questions, you're guaranteed to get some really awesome answers. Okay. So just think about what you're going to say and we'll go ahead and get through that for you. Okay. So let's see. Oh, Susan says, thank you so much. I'm fixing supper, so I'm back and forth. Okay. Go ahead and put your, question in the chat when you get a chance, Susan, so that I can go ahead. I pull cards ahead of time just because I don't know who's going to come forward first, but I already picked 2 cards for you, and get another one here too, based on your question. So while I shuffle, go ahead and put it in the chat. And just it's the rest of you can see she came in a little later, but tips get priority. Okay, she gets to the head of the line. That's how the show works. If we get to you, great. But we want to honor people's energy and the transfer of energy that they provide for the show, because it's not free to do this. Okay. So Susan, go ahead and put your question in the chat if you can. Ooh. Oh my gosh, you're going to love this one. It's just, it fits in with the energy that we discussed regarding your chart. Okay, Susan, we might have to come back to you. I did pull some cards for you, but okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next person if I don't get your question. And it is, oh, there she is. So cool. Thanks, y'all. I'd like to know what to do with the snippets of writing I've been collecting. Okay. So just before I get into the cards, the first image I got was of you planting seeds. And it was the same image I got during the reading, because you have those amazing 11 auspicious divisions on your Jupiter that I know that, Amma has in her chart as well. And so the first card I got from you from the Creativity Oracle, look how gorgeous that is seed. Having the intention to grow like a seed and bloom is the start of creativity. So I feel like these snippets that you're collecting are literally seeds for a bigger work. The image I get is, you're planting these seeds and they're just growing into crops and crops and crops of just beauty and healing and prosperity. And as you can see here, there's a peacock feather there. That's very, very creative. Peacocks are sacred to, I believe, Lakshmi, and I know possibly they're very and Vishnu. I know that they're very important to Vishnu as well, and Krishna. So there's going to be a lot of creativity that comes out of this, but you're still planting seeds. That's what I'm getting. Okay. And then you're going to have a big decision coming your way. Okay. This is from the Whispers of Ganesha Oracle. Okay. So in the decisions that you're going to be making, are, what do you want from this situation? Are you satisfied with how things are moving in your life? Spirit is guiding you to know that your desires are within your sights and that the odds are in your favor. Okay. Your Jupiter is in your 12th house of hospitals and of moksha. So I feel like they're telling me the power of prayer can bring forth enormous healing. Okay. And I know that you just had an event in your church where you were singing and giving praise and honoring God. And through that, someone was healed, okay, in a big way. Okay, so that's one of the seeds that you're planting. But as far as these snippets that you've been collecting, they are going to bloom into something beautiful. But you need to kind of motivate yourself to start making decisions on how to care for each seed to see kind of how it's going to grow. Okay, so once you start being a little more strong-minded, and I know you have a very strong mind already, you're going to create the opportunity to reflect on your longer-term goals and desires. Okay, you'll then be in a much better position to plan and endure and achieve those goals that are ahead of you. So you might consider traveling. This has just popped into my head, to like an exotic place to further your education. Because I'm getting that the guru or teacher that is going to come your way is going to enact a major career change for you and kind of lead you on that path. And they're going to expand your learning and development and grow way beyond your horizons. That's why I saw the seed. This is going to be much bigger than you think it's going to be, okay? Beyond your immediate environment is what they're telling me. So with careful planning and a moderate approach, you're going to set yourself up for success and moving toward the future, okay? Because the second card that I got was Insight, the third eye. This is the person I think that is going to help you determine what to do with these snippets, what to do moving forward, because Spirit is focusing the attention on your third eye chakra or your ajna. And this is acknowledging that you are now in a phase where your soul is going to grow and expand your consciousness. And, as you know, intuition is the voice of the spirit. It's the voice of the soul. And it can be heard when you're in a state of calm. So you can tune in with a very strong, clear connection. So again, plant those seeds, make those decisions, and then start really meditating and sitting with yourself and tuning in, okay? Because the guidance you're going to receive from the divine can always be trusted, all right? So the intuitive insights that you receive are going to speak to you about things that are directly affecting this project, okay? You're going to find that your intuition will grow and become clearer the more you tune in and follow it, because they're telling me that this is going to basically be directing you from this state forward. Okay. Because Jupiter is in a moksha house, it rules self-realization. And when the third eye chakra is open, you can become self-realized. Okay. So this shows that you can live in harmony with your expanded true self and with the people that you're going to be interacting with that are going to help you through with this project. And it doesn't mean that you're never going to have problems along the way because we're in the Kali Yuga, but you're going to look at them from a completely different perspective. Okay. So you're going to find that you're charismatic, you're empathetic, you're more highly intuitive, even more than you are now, because I already know you have all of those things. But you're going to have much more accurate perceptions moving forward once you go through this process. Okay. Now I know Tanys has more for you, so I hope that was helpful. And I'm sending you lots of love, Susan.
Hi, Susan. Nice to see you here again. So the first one I got was dwelling in truth. Okay, so this is about you really tapping into what your soul needs and the intuition piece. Things will be clearer soon. So the more you tap in, the more the clouds will clear and you'll see more clarity. I think the book is going to be about embarking on a journey. So I got this. That's you talked about travel, Michelle. I got embarking on a journey, and you'll see like nice foreign places there. So I really do see some of that happening. And that's going to lead you to sharing of yourself. So your book is about sharing of yourself. This is also my 2-2 story card. So it's also about embracing who you are. It's embracing that individuality. Okay. And, you know, zebras, they have different stripes, but they're balanced in color. And so it's embracing who you are with balance and also fun, and feeling like it's going to be a fun journey for you. And I think that you're going to start doing some speaking. You're going to be doing some support and healing, but I think you're also going to use it for yourself. You're going to be getting some support and healing from others, but you're also going to be giving support and healing because you are taking on a leadership role. So speaking, leadership, and another one is strength. So you're going to be using all of those qualities going into this new project. And I think that music will play a role in there. But, you know, when I first saw this card, though, what came forward for me is practice. And when I saw it, I was thinking healing practice. So I'm not sure if you have a healing practice, Susan, or whether that is what you're going to be stepping into. But that's what I heard was a practice. Not so much. This is usually like a musical one, like which I think you sing, so it could have double meaning for you. But when I saw the word practice, it came up as a healing practice for me. And then they're also reminding you to make sure you take excellent care of yourself. Okay, so make sure that when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, like a massage, sea salt bath, or a pedicure. Okay, so maybe you want to follow that guidance of Michelle about the bath for tomorrow. And another one here is, what do you desire right now? Visualize it, and it will come about. Negativity will block your process or your progress. So the green birds are actually standing out to me on this time. And so it's very much about setting your heart free, right? So green is the heart chakra, and birds are really like they fly free, right? So for me, it's about setting your heart free. So it's about looking at what your heart needs and really delving into that. I mean, we had another card earlier about that as well. So this is just reinforcing that for me. And again, it's very creative, that card. She's like painting and, you know, she's really being creative on there. Oh, we finally got some clarity on the card. Awesome. And then the last one is that it is a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. And they're letting you know that I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. So Michelle was talking about changes that are coming. I agree. I do think there are some changes. I actually feel like there's a move coming. Yeah. So there's a move coming, and there was something else that I'll add if it comes up again. It came through and kind of went, and then it was gone. So we maybe covered it with some of the other stuff. So that's what I have for you today. And yeah, I think you're in for a beautiful adventure with this book. So good luck.
Hey, Susan. What I saw for you, I saw a cross passing by, something that happened, but it's moving into the past. It's allowing you to be where you're supposed to be today. There was a bit of anxiety I saw, but I saw you praying. There's a lot of prayers. And from the prayer, I see a more focused intention towards something. So whatever you're trying to do, you're on the right path. Keep the prayers, because they actually connect you directly to your higher being or to God. It was intense, the image that I saw of you on your knees. Actually, I do feel still a bit of anxiousness on the heart, on the chest, and the thing that is said is like, allow it to flow. Have faith in the process, because you do have faith. You have a lot of faith because of the way that I saw the image. But you're pulling yourself back with doubt sometimes, and that is causing, like, I was having a headache. It's as if you're overthinking something, but just allow it to flow. Have faith in the process, have faith in the universe, because you are on the right path, and you will get there. There's no need to overanalyze. That's the thing. If you're an accountant like me, you overanalyze certain things to death in order to make sure that 1 + 1 = 2. But it always ends up to be 2. So just let it flow. I see the beautiful, beautiful vision ahead. Good luck.
Awesome.
Thank you, Ramsey. Thank you, Tanys. We hope that was helpful, Susan, and that you just have the most amazing spiritual journey ahead of you. And oh gosh, I can't wait to hear more, because we're always in touch. So I can't wait to follow you on Facebook and track this amazing journey that you're headed on.
I'm anxious to see where she's traveling to.
I know. We were just talking about India with Ramsey at the beginning, and the reason we brought that up is because behind him, he has a photo of Rama, Hanuman, and you can show it up. Here it is.
Just show it up.
There's Rama, Hanuman, Sita, and Lakshmana. Okay, and that's from the Ramayana. Isn't that beautiful? So you're going to go to India and see all the temples. And I just bought Sivananda's version of the Ramayana. So that was amazing. And the thing is, his photo was out of the frame, and my husband goes, "What's in that photo?" And he pulls it out. I'm like, "No way!" So, yeah, that was just like, ooh, tingles. So
beautiful.
Yes, definitely. Well, okay, Susan, we hope you. Oh, she goes, "I'm so grateful to you all." Well, we're grateful for you, Susan. Thank you. Okay, so our next question is another tipper. Okay, so if you are at the front of the line, just know that we go in order. Okay, tips come first. Okay, so our tipper is Rachel. Good to see you, Rachel. Hi, sorry I'm late, super busy, no problem. I would love a reading for Sweden audition next week. Thanks. And she does go on to say ESP in regarding to repertoire, also health, anything that comes up. Okay, sounds good. So I did pull some cards for you, and I'm not surprised that I picked this one, but just to kind of let you know, it's rare for me to pick this card because it usually points to someone who's had a practice for a long time. I got enlightenment from the Whispers of Ganesh. Okay, so this tells you to connect to your true source and manifest your desires right now. Okay, the color purple is associated with art, with creativity, and with spirituality. It is a color of honor. It is a color of courage, and it's sometimes associated with royalty. So spirit is sharing this purple hue to kind of assist you with your spiritual journey inside of yourself. By connecting with this energy, you're going to be redirected back to your true enlightened nature. And when I pulled this card, one of my favorite singers on the planet is Celine Dion. And I love watching her perform because when she sings, I can see her bringing energy down through her crown chakra and then through her throat. And I don't see very many singers do that. They usually, I can see a lot of energy coming from the Manipura, which would be like the diaphragm area, and then launching itself into the Vishuddha, which is the throat chakra. But with her, I literally see her bringing energy down when she sings. And that's the photo that I got in my head from spirit, was you bringing energy down from spirit and out. Okay. So the crown chakra is called your Sahasrara, and it's a purple chakra that's connected to your well-being, your body, your mind, and your spirit in this life. So if there are any energy blocks there, it basically keeps you from being completely in alignment or directed to source. Okay, so go ahead and set a very clear goal on how you would like to connect with your higher self, because your higher self really wants to be a part of this process, wants to be a part of this, your auditions and your performances. And the reason for this is that it wants to combine your psychic abilities with your singing abilities. Okay, and I've seen this happen before. I've seen some singers do it. So it's going to basically open yourself up consciously to opportunities that are going to help you reach this goal. Okay. Now, still enjoy living life on Earth, because when this opens and you start really feeding into it, it's kind of hard to be grounded. So stay rooted. keep an eye on the Mudlahara. But what this is telling me is just release any limiting programs and emotional patterns, and start manifesting what you would like to see in some of these performances, and you can create everything as you intended it. So all things are going to be possible for you singing moving forward if you're able to just kind of like branch into this higher self that I'm seeing. Okay. Then I got beliefs from the Creativity Oracle. This is kind of the image of the higher self that popped out. Okay. I think she's just absolutely stunning. My light's kind of in the way. So there she is. So we all have certain beliefs that can help us or trap us and keep us from moving forward with creative solutions. Your higher self is trying to get in and tap into your, come through your crown and out your throat, basically. Okay. So, allow it, just allow it to flow. Okay. I'm just getting, allow it to flow. All right. And then I got Gemini. So clearly communicate your goals and objectives. Okay. Given this audition, there's going to be a little bit of collaboration, but Gemini and Virgo rule the throat chakra. Okay. So just be open to collaboration. Okay. That's what I got. And then just to kind of add to this fabulous enlightenment card that I got for you, I got make an altar from the self-care oracle. Okay. Make an altar. And maybe, I mean, this just popped into my head. Include your higher self in the altar and invite this entity into your life. Focus on this entity, and this divine higher self will help you moving forward with your auditions, with your singing practice, because your higher self wants to connect, like I said, your what you're doing here in the material, which is just, singing, which is usually just, the average singer is just singing from the diaphragm, going with the drills, doing some breathing exercises, things like this. This is going to take you beyond that. Okay. It's going to open you up to the spirit realm, and your sound and your resonance are going to change a little bit because you're tapping into the ethereal. Okay. So that's what I got from spirit. I hope that was helpful for you, Rachel. I know Tanys and Ramsey have more for you, sending you lots of love.
That was cool. You were saying that. And I was actually seeing her bringing it down and then having all of the chakras be like sending out light in the different colors of the chakras. It was so cool.
Cool. I love that you got an image too. I mean, it was so powerful,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So it was interesting because I was drawn to pick these cards in order to get sort of some characteristics. And I had asked for characteristics of what was going on for you. And it's funny because these come in sort of sets. And if you look at the tops, they are all spiritual master, spiritual leader, spiritual builder, which totally go with what Michelle was saying. Okay. So, and look at the numbers, 22, 33, 22. They're all different numbers and they are all different headings. Mm-hmm. These are the spiritual leader ones that came out, and they all came out. Those are the only ones I picked from that deck. So that is pretty cool. What it is saying to you is that you've been a bit unrealistic in the past. So these are the first two I picked out were kind of a little bit more like, this is what's been happening for you, and this is where you're going with it, is what it's like. Okay. So you've been somewhat unrealistic. Okay. But I also feel like you've been surrounded by this kind of energy. Okay. And you've been frustrated and worried because you have some perfectionist tendencies. Okay. These are what you're passing through. This is not where you're going to be. The audition, positive, powerful, visionary, ambitious, success, world accomplishment, spiritual force. You're a natural intuitive, practical. That's the one on the side here, creative and sensitive. So this is where you're heading. And I feel like the audition is actually going to be pretty pivotal in getting you there. Okay. So this can be seen as like a don't get caught up in that. Okay. Because I do think that the perfectionism, the negative thoughts hold you back a little bit. So focus on what Michelle was saying about like really bringing that, really bringing in all of that energy down through the chakra system and allowing it to really shine out. Okay. And so in general, we have opening to love. My heart is open. And so that's really about that opening to the love of singing when you are on stage for this audition. Okay. Allowing that love to come through. All right. And then making sure you cherish yourself. So lots of self-care before the audition, because that's going to help you to perform well. It's definitely encouraging you to take action. You are going forward in leaps and bounds. You have the support that you need. Okay, so tap into that. And this one is about healing with your words. So it's a reminder that, you know, you do heal with your words. And for this, I think it is about your singing. So you will be healing with your singing. You are an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, teach about nature and the animals. So your animal card is coming up for you again. We've had that quite a few times. And you're going to be connecting with your life purpose through books. Okay, so there's something to do with that as well. And I'm feeling like there's one more right here. Ah, perfect. Embracing the future. I step forward into the future with an open heart. And she's walking through a door. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty positive for you about all of this. I think that it's going to push your life forward. Whether you get this particular job or not, I think that it's going to be pivotal for you in a way that you may not even understand how pivotal at this point. Okay, so I hope that's helpful.
Hi, Rachel. First thing, I read your question and I look at your name. I wanted to tap into your energy, and I saw a rose, and all I was able to see was a bouquet of roses given to you at the end of a performance or something. It was such a beautiful image. It just shows that you're ready for it, and be open to receive it. I feel a bit of butterfly in the stomach. It's like you're just a bit scared, which is a normal thing for everybody. Just being on the show today, I kind of stumbled at the beginning, but just allow it to flow through, because from what I saw from your, I'm standing in the back of the stage, and you're standing and kind of bowing to everybody in front of you. There's a light coming towards you, so you're the center of attention, and you're bowing. You're very graceful with your action. Something great had happened, and you accepted the I guess your bouquet of flowers or whatever it was that was given. It was such a beautiful image, so do allow it. There was one more thing that I saw, which is a food dog. A food dog is, I don't know if you know what it is. It's that dog that's usually placed in Chinatown. There are usually two of them, male and female, protecting the entrance of Chinatown. The symbolism of it, and I just wanted to check, so I did use my phone to go and get an exact reading on it. It is for protection, but it's also for prosperity and success. And that's why they have it at the entrance of the village, so that when you go in, you bring prosperity and success with you into the place. So from what I see in overall, is like there's plenty of success for you, and whatever edition, good luck on it. I'm sure you're gonna do extremely well. Beautiful. Good luck.
Oh, thank you, Ramsey. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull a card for you really quick from my Keepers of the Light, just to kind of see what I get for your higher self. Oh my gosh. Okay, Ramsey, chills. Roses.
Charity, roses.
Roses. She's got a garland of roses, and it's
Beautiful.
Prayer and contemplation. And look right above her, it's all purple. She's connected to her crown chakra. She's bringing it down through prayer and through contemplation. And it says, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. So that image that both Tanys and I got of connecting with heaven, connecting with your crown chakra, bringing it into your throat and bringing it out into the world, and just sharing all of that beautiful energy. There's the image of the higher self there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it goes right in line with what Ramsey said. Oh, I love it when stuff like this happens. Okay.
You can't make this stuff up.
I know. Yay. All right. So we have another tipper. Yay. Shem. Welcome, Shem. I'm going to try to find your question. I didn't see it. And I did go to Facebook to see if I could find it. And I did not see it. So go ahead and put your question in the chat. And we're going to go ahead and go with it. If I don't get a question for you, I'm just going to go ahead. I already pulled some cards. I'll just give you a general reading. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my goodness. This is from Susan for Rachel. So cool. You will rock it, Rachel. I have food dogs in the foyer of Mountain Grove. Excellent.
Beautiful.
Yeah, my friend Babe Blair, she's a pillar of the Tacoma community, and she really helped me with my jewelry business when I first got started. And she had 2 of the like lion kind of dogs at the front of her house. So yeah, that's amazing. Okay, Sham, we're just going to wait for your question. If I don't receive it because you did tip, I'm going to give you a general reading. All right. And then for everyone else that's here, we'll hopefully eventually get to you. But if you do want to get in front of the line, right here, paypal.me/astrologicaltarot, and all of the links are in the description. Okay. We appreciate the energy. Okay, Sham. Just going to give it another couple of seconds here. And I'm going to go into your reading, and I'll look for it as I'm giving you a reading. Okay. All right. So, Shem, the first card I got for you was determination. Okay. This tells me that the dynamics in this lifetime are a bit complicated. Okay. In this particular life, because this represents the Mudlahara, in this particular life, an environment, especially because we're living in the Kali Yuga, we are not in an environment that's free from trauma or blockages, because the environment that we're living in now is bringing an enormity of lessons that are growing our soul quickly. That's what being in this time and in this plane does. This is Mrityaloka, the place where things die, and the place where everything is transitory. Nothing is real because nothing lasts. Okay. So what this is telling me is that your root or your base chakra is blocked. I'm getting that from spirit. Okay. The root chakra is associated with keeping your life exciting, with keeping it sustainable. All right. It's associated with feeling trusting, belonging, accepting. Red is your color. I've seen you wear it on Facebook, and you look fabulous in it. Wear more red is what they're telling me. When you feel lost, when you feel insecure, you can lose energy because you're feeding into fear. Okay. And when you are in balance with your root chakra, you're centered, you're grounded, you're very healthy, you're very vibrant. There's an unlimited physical energy that you can draw from Gaia energy. But they're telling me you need to love your body, use it and take good care of it. Practice a little bit more self-care and feel secure in your life through just, looking at things realistically from a very common sense point of view. Okay. Spirit is asking you to work with them to create a sense of feeling rooted and to lift away the heaviness that I'm getting. Like I'm feeling like someone's pushing down on my shoulders to try to get me to be grounded. Okay. Like I said, wear red or focus your attention on the color red and allow yourself to feel like joy and creativity coming back into your life as you wear it or as you see it. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting fears and anxieties. This color can protect against fears and anxieties. And I know that red jasper is one of the stones that I keep in my collection to help me feel a little bit more grounded. It's was recommended to me for, domestic violence survivors because I was very unrooted. And I just hold on to that when I'm feeling the fear and anxiety rise up just from not feeling safe. Okay. So remain positive, try to be a little bit more open to possibilities in your life. And doing this is going to strengthen your root chakra and create stability and inner strength within you, because this is inner work that we're all doing. Okay. So that's the big energy that I got from my Whispers of Ganesha for you. And I know Tanys can probably recommend more crystals. And then if you have a yes or no question, I got no. So the South Node is no. Okay. And then this is also this is anxiety. This is trouble. Okay, let's see what Tanys has got here.
I got a no as well. Conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into another option. Ask the angels to help, guide, and comfort you.
Okay.
So we both got a no.
So regardless of what your question was, we don't know what it is, but we just got 2 no's from spirit. Okay, just to back. Thank you for the backup, Tanys. I really appreciate that. So I went to my self-care oracle because when I pulled a Mudlahara card and the spirit's basically going, this person's, they're struggling, they're anxious, they're full of fear, there's something going on with it. And this card literally says from the karma cards, anxiety. That's right. Anxiety about something. Okay, that tells me you're not grounded. Okay, I went ahead and I went to my self-care oracle for some ideas. First thing I got was nourish your temple. Okay. Try to eat foods that ground you, that make you feel healthy and secure. And, you know, what I suggest doing, because the second card I got was keep a journal, is after you eat something, write down how it makes you feel. Like, for instance, if I eat anything with chickpeas in it, I get bloated. And that's how I found out that I have an allergy to chickpeas. I did not know that because I eat hummus all the time. So, you know, keeping a journal, a food journal, can help you with this nourishing piece. Okay, that's what I'm getting. But you need to be paying attention to what you're putting inside of your body. And the best way, we have an Ikadashi coming up, which is a special fast. And the best way to determine whether something is not working with you or your system is to basically fast for a day. Drink nothing but water. If you can't do that because of medical reasons, you know, just eat fruit, eat things that are just very quick to go through your system. And drink lots of water, clear everything out. And then start slowly introducing different, you know, harder foods like fibrous grains and beans and stuff like that. And see if your body has a reaction to them. Okay, because what I'm getting is that's part of the root chakra that's not quite sticking. Okay. And then the third card I got was clean your space. Okay, there's just maybe some clutter or, you know, things that, you know, when I clean my house and I light some candles or an incense afterwards, and I just sit and go, oh, I'm in a nice, clean, safe house. And I feel grounded because, you know, we're in this 3D plane. We got to deal with the material stuff. And it just feels good to have a clean space, you know, where things are, and you can truly enjoy it without having to, like, you know, deal with clutter. Okay. So those are the main energy cards that I got for you. And I hope you're here. I don't really see you in the chat, but I will go ahead and message you later so that you get this.
Yeah, I'm also feeling clear the energy in the space. So
Excellent.
when you said incense, I'm like, yes, and sage.
Yes.
Coming through. So both physical and the energetic space. So I don't know if somebody has passed recently for you, but I got the card. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I'm happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Okay, so I went ahead and picked a couple of cards, and Ramsey may have something to say about this person too, because he's a medium as well. It was my time to go was what I got. I have no more earthly worries. Lots of sun there with the sunflowers, and they've been visiting you in your dreams. Okay, so whoever this is, they've been present for you, and you're aware of that. Okay, so going forward for the other stuff, accepting what is. So there's something in your life you're kind of resisting. You're like resisting what's happening, and you need to accept it. And that was when I had the no. Okay, so there's something involved with that. And I also got a reminder that the angels are leading you towards the answer to your prayer. So please listen to and follow the steps I'm communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Okay? Trust your intuition because you are intuitive. So this card came out making a difference, but this is always my spiritual communication card, right? You got the mouth in the sky. It's always about that spirit talking to us. Okay? So make sure you're listening to your guides. And I have that you've got a fresh new start and to seek the balance, right? So now is the time to learn, study, gather information, enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. Okay, so you're sort of at a sunset time. So you're sort of like doing this kind of cocooning piece right now, and you're reading and learning and all of that, and then you're going to walk into this fresh start going forward. Okay, that's what I have for you. Hope that's helpful.
Hello. I don't know who you are. I haven't seen the name, but I did tap into something, and the energy was one of sorrow and pain. I wanted to cry, actually. I've been holding myself back because the emotion of pain was way too strong. It's just holding my neck almost. Something cracked open, something ripped in your recent past. Do you feel alone, trapped, lonely sometimes? But most of these emotions that you're still holding back can be switched over into a positive things, because the mind loves to sit in its own little pity pool party type of thing. And what I got is that once you kind of center yourself, hold yourself. What I saw is a beautiful woman from the back. She was holding her hand, her hair kind of thing, bringing it to the forward, like this is me. And you're walking away from that situation. You're walking away from the drama that you're holding, or the trauma that is manifesting around you. Not sure how it is happening. And do keep in mind that most of these things are not real, or although our mind wants us to believe that this is real and the sorrow should be held on for a longer period of time, but everything has a time frame, and we should start to allow things to flow by grounding ourselves and allowing new energy to flow into us, and get the old energy to get transmuted through through Mother Earth, through nature, so that it turns into something for others to benefit from. I truly believe you can walk away from it. I can see you walking away from it. I see you as an extremely strong, well poised, I don't know if that's the word, person, yeah. And you're moving forward from all of that. So my message to you is, do ground yourself, saging the place, changing the energy. And one of the things that I usually do in situations like this, I take all the spices in my kitchen, and I just like change them completely, or just empty them, wash everything, and then buy new ones, and change the energy in that, because that goes into the food, into me, and this way you can have a pure, clean energy coming your way. I hope that helps.
Beautiful. Awesome.
Oh, thank you so much, Ramsey and Tanys. And for some reason, I can't see your comments, Shem, if you're commenting, because I'm seeing like Susan respond to you, but you're not coming through for some reason. And that might have happened last week too. So maybe check the settings on your Facebook. I went into mine and I didn't see anything, like you're still a friend and everything. I didn't block you. So maybe look into that. Okay. We hope that was helpful, and we're sending you lots of love. Okay. Lots and lots of love. All right. So our next question is another tipper. And then we have another tipper after that. So we really appreciate the energy transfer, guys. And so it's Krista. Great to catch you live. If drawn my way, please. Okay, so I did get your tip. Thank you so much, Krista. And the first card that I pulled for you was from the Whispers of Ganesh, and it was guidance. Guidance is all about learning to communicate with your soul and discovering how to manifest your purpose. Okay, so Ganesha in the middle here, he's being worshipped and adored by the Trimurtis, the trinity of Hinduism. And they're made up of Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma, as you can see in the photo here. So the story goes that during this period of dissolution, because we're in the Kali Yuga now, the water and the wind were demolished and the earth evaporated. And Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva wandered the earth to try to determine what was causing this dissolution. So the gods covered a huge aura of light where Ganesha was enshrined. That's the meaning of this imagery here. And then the Trimurtis bowed to him in reverence and praised him. And they requested that Ganesha bless them. And he entrusted the gods with 3 separate duties. Vishnu is the preserver, Shiva is the destroyer, and Brahma is the creator. So that's what the Trimurtis are. Okay. So this tells me that your guidance is going to be based on your communication moving forward, and your spirit is going to send you messages through symbols, synchronicities, hunches, sudden inspirations, dreams, and even direct challenging. That's why I felt the need to describe this card, because this is just another symbol for you. So you can look at the imagery and just kind of determine what messages you're receiving, whether you are operating from your ajna or your anahata, how spirit is communicating with you. Okay. So I'm getting that you can consciously connect with your guides. They're going to help you heighten your psychic abilities. Okay. They're going to fine tune your skills and help you pay attention to the more important parts of learning and receiving guidance from spirit. Okay. And as you kind of open this part of yourself, you're going to begin to kind of communicate your inner purpose for this lifetime. Okay. You're going to start getting promptings in your life, and it's going to take on a more magical quality, because they're telling me magical for some reason. And do remember that asking spirit for heightened awareness is always a good thing. That's what Vishnu especially loves it when I ask him for heightened awareness and intellect when I'm doing his mantra. I'm like, please help me get rid of the ignorance, get rid of the tamas, so that I can open up more to you and receive better guidance and make better decisions. So just make it a point to look at your spirituality from a new perspective. And I'm getting that it's going to be a little unfamiliar for you at first, because this is outside of your wheelhouse a little bit, what's coming. But it's going to open the door for people who have different beliefs and experiences of your own. And it's going to require you, again, like I said, to move out of your comfort zone, but you're going to be all the much richer for it. It's really going to open up the floodgates of receiving guidance from spirit. So that's some great energy coming your way. And then I said, what kind of gifts can she expect to receive by requesting this guidance? Okay. I got the visionary from the Wild Goddess Oracle. Look at that. Look at the imagery of this card. They're telling me imagery is very important for you to see. Okay, Krista? Developing habits and actions to help you turn your visions into a reality and guide you on your path to ultimate success and happiness. Again, the crown chakra seems to be a bit of a theme this week, because you can see the energy literally coming out of her crown and into this, it's being this vessel here. But it's kind of a red and orange color mixed with blue. Now, red and orange represent the lower chakras, and blue represents the throat and the third eye. So I'm getting that you are going to be working on these areas, developing these areas, and using them just kind of to further your expression through these new experiences and people that are coming your way. And I said, what can she expect from this? And I got a really interesting card, because it's a very material card. I got the second house. The second house is money. So I'm like, okay, karma cards. She's going to get what she wants, and it's going to help her with her resources that she needs, her material resources. So don't worry. Spirit's telling you, as you move it down this new path of seeing and the world from a different perspective and inviting additional guides into your life, it's going to help you with your resources. Okay. So don't worry as much about the material, because when you get the second house, that's the money card. Okay. I hope that was helpful. And I know Tanys and Ramsey have more for you, Krista. Take care.
Hi, Krista. Nice to see you. So I have some interesting ones coming. So you have a fresh start. So you have a wonderful new beginning blossoming in your life. And you are encouraged to listen to your angels. Okay. So receiving from angels, shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. So they want to remind you that, like, I feel like there might be some anxiety with this new start, but they're reminding you that they really are embracing you. So they've got you, right? It's like they've got your back. So tune into them, because I know that you do communicate with them, and you're encouraged to communicate freely, right? Communicate with love, because there's a little heart here always. So communicating with love. So I feel like this new venture project that you're working on, there's a lot to do with communication. So just know that if you can trust your guides, you can communicate freely. You just need to speak from the heart. Okay? Trusting the guides, speaking from the heart. And I also got cherish self. Okay? So sit down, have that cup of tea. Buy yourself flowers. right? Have the glass of wine if you drink. So, or the chocolate if you don't. There's little chocolates here. So it's about really embracing yourself and valuing yourself. Okay, that's what they want to remind you with that one, is that you are worthy, and you are enough, and you will find the peace that you're looking for. Okay, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So it's been a tough time for you, and you're going into a more peaceful time where you're going to be able to see things from a different vantage point. So I'm actually seeing you like seeing things from up here, instead of being in the muck kind of thing. All right. So yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So just make sure that you're doing that self-care. Okay. Go for a walk. I don't know if you do yoga. If you do yoga, do some yoga, that kind of thing, to really get yourself back into the physical. Okay. So I think that you've been spending an awful lot of time, up there, which is good right now for you, because it is about self-care and connecting with spirit, but you also need to have that balance of coming down and being grounded as well. Okay. So then I was prompted to pick these are starseed kind of cards, and I got the Order of Melchizedek, embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. So it's very encouraging. You've got this beam of light coming down. And when Michelle was saying images are important, this one it's an activation card. So just take a moment to look at that while I'm chatting. And then the second one that I got for you was the Star Being Healing Codes. Important information and wounds are being healed, and you're recharging. So that's about self-care as well, right? So you'll see here, he's definitely giving tons of love to the earth, and we are on the earth. So these are the light codes coming in. So we have a whole bunch of light codes that are coming in and hitting the earth. You may find that you're having some physical symptoms, and that's why they're encouraging the self-care. So sometimes when we have a lot of light codes, we end up with aches and pains, or, stuff going on. We might have sniffles and stuff like that because we're releasing excess energy or that kind of thing. So I feel like there might be a little bit of that going on for you because of the light codes. Just do the self-care. You're going to be fine. The feeling that I have around all of it is really like a heart opening kind of time. So whatever this new project is, it feels really great. So yeah, super excited for you, Krista. Lots of love.
Hey, Krista. I got a right brain type of grip or overactivation, which is a side of creativity. Whatever you're working on, you're working hard on it and you're focusing on it. It also tells me that there's a prosperity at the end of the tunnel. I see you in a very nice place, actually. But what it's asking from you is to be a bit more attentive to the changes in energy around you. They're trying to contact you or to connect with you at multiple levels. Now, I am not sure if you have a dog in spirit, but there's a dog around you and it's been jumping behind you. It looked like a bigger dog, but I wouldn't know. That's what I saw, and you weren't able to feel it. So it says, could you please just, I'm right behind you. Look at me, or just focus on me. So being present it's very important to be able to connect. And a dog in spirit, it could be yours, or it could be a guide that is around with you. It's an unconditional love, loyalty, and protection that's always there, hovering no matter what happens. Is always there around you. At the beginning, I found that there's a bit of a heart blockage, a heart chakra type of blockage. But I feel if you ground yourself and be more aligned, I don't want to use the word aligned. I'm trying to find something else, but if you go inward and ground yourself, you'll be able to see and hear more. And I see you going on a path. It's a beautiful passage. I know it looks, well, at least for me, it looked like a tunnel, but it's not a dark tunnel. It's more of a bright tunnel, taking you on a journey. And that's when my brain started to hurt. It's taking you on a creative journey. And I wish you all the luck with it, because it really looks like you found your path. You're not only on the right path, you just found your path. You found something that actually resonates with you. Good luck.
Oh, that's great news. And I love that you saw the abundance, because I pulled the abundance card and I went, okay. Like usually I get spiritual and then I get material. I got both. So Krista, you can't get better cards than that. And we wish you all the best moving forward. All right. So we have one more tipper. They're not in the chat, but they did send, they sent it through my email, and it's Karen Phillips. Hey, Karen, it's so good to see you. Karen's my sister-in-law. Thank you for tipping, love. I did pull some cards for you. Okay. And the first one I got was the Page of Fire, but it came up reversed. This is the Page of Wands reversed. I know you're learning Tarot, so you can look this up in your notes. But what this tells me is there is a lack of focus going on. You're not really seeing things as realistically as they need to be seen. Okay, because you see here a dragon, I'll put it right, is manifesting another dragon, projects, goals. Okay, and what I got from Spirit was you need to focus a little bit more in certain areas that need your attention. Okay, because that's what this reverse card means. So I said, what needs her attention? And I got the Ace of Air. Look at that gorgeous unicorn Pegasus. Okay, and it came up upright. Okay. And it's brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. What I'm getting is, and I do know you personally, but when I get this card, especially for a client, it tells me that you really need to pierce through and see the truth of your situation and not sugarcoat anything and not allow any denial in, because you are being asked to literally, like a sword, take your emotions out of the equation, take any feelings that you have of just not wanting to deal with it, and bring your sword out and just deal with it. Okay. And you do have Spirit helping you through this, because the Ace of Air in the Tarot is literally a cloud holding onto a sword. Okay. So you need to see the truth of your situation. Take the blindfold off, look at it with a complete analytical based perspective, kind of like that Queen of Swords perspective. Okay. Because what that's going to allow you to do is take this and make it upright. This is the 10 of Earth. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So what I'm getting is, because you're not really seeing things and focusing on what you need to focus on, you need to bring some really hard truth into it. And that is going to really help your family life, because the 10 of Earth is a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things of life. Okay. It's going to open the doors for more stability within your family, but you have to be willing to literally get out your sword of truth and call things out as you see them. And don't be afraid. Okay. Your family loves you very much, but you need to be a leader. The Ace of Air is all about leadership without emotion. You are being called to step up with your sword of truth and deal with these as they come, because that's going to help you create this environment for yourself. Okay. It's a very positive card. Look at all the little fairies in there, and they're all happy. And let's see the woman in blue in the center there. That's you. And there's just a lot of really good energy with this card. So you're going to have to, it's going to be challenging at first. The other card said that, but you have to approach this with truth. You have to literally be the leader. Okay. And I said, what kind of leader does Karen look like? I got Queen of Earth. This is excellent. You're thoughtful, you're creative, you're very warm, you're sensible. And it says, make time for those around you. Take a very sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Now, I already know that you're very kind, you're very understanding, your family loves you. But if you see something coming your way, don't cast it on somebody else. That's what this Ace of Air is telling me. This is your duty. This is what you need to focus on. And you have all of the tools to do it. Okay. You have the tools to take on the financials. You have the tools to address any challenges or things that stand out to you. Don't let the denial of what's going on fog you, because it's going to take away your family's stability and happiness. Okay. So that's the energy I got from my angel cards. And then I went to my self-care oracle and I got abundance planning. So really looking over the financials. I know the stock market's down right now. It's down for everybody. I mean, including Microsoft, which is usually pretty stable. Just do some abundance planning, work with the financial advisor that you're working with, continue to try to just get those affairs and things in order the best that you can. And clear your energy field, because I know that you just had a bunch of construction done on the house and there were a lot of people going in and out of there. And especially with the painters, like with the roses and, there's a lot of things that were disturbed on the property. So you're going to need to do some energy clearing now that those workers are starting to leave and the project is done. Okay. But there's a lot of lingering energy in the house, and the house needs, and just in the environment. So sage, what I do is I sage and keep a window open. I didn't do that the first time I saged and they were angry. So keep a window open when you sage, and then invite, and then light some incense. Okay. And the incense and then as you light the incense, you can do a mantra or a prayer or positive manifestations. And what you say will literally go up with the incense through, Agni, which is fire, the messenger of the gods, and get your heart messages and your soul messages answered from spirit. Okay. And it's also going to help your house, because your house isn't very happy right now. Okay. And Tanys can recommend some crystals for you. I hope that was helpful, Karen. Oh, you're on mute, love.
I am on mute. Sorry. Hi, Karen. Okay. So when I tap into your energy, I just feel tired. I feel drained and I feel a little sore. So there's something going on in terms of that, but I did, and cards came out regarding that, so we'll get to that. There's a situation that you need to see the other person's point of view too. Okay, so I'm encouraging you to have a heart-to-heart, bring compassion into it, and have that heart-to-heart conversation with them. Know that you are protected from all types of harm. Okay, the worst is behind you, and I ask you to feel safe. So I think Michelle brought that up about you feeling protected and stepping into your power. And I do feel that's an aspect that you're working through. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You need to know that you do deserve that help. So there's some self work. You are worthy work, right? So maybe using the Ho'oponopono in the mirror would be a great way to get a start on that. And you need to have faith and hope that there's something new and positive on the horizon. Okay. You see all the lights in here? I feel like this light is where you are and that's where you're going, kind of thing. So just know that there is that beautiful, positive light on the horizon. I do feel that you're going through a renewing process. It's kind of interesting that Michelle brought up you were having a lot of house work done. So getting rid of your clutter, renewing your life, that's all about that sort of house renovation. But I feel like there's some mental clutter too that you're going to be like sort of combing through is what I'm getting. And cultivating prosperity. I got prosperity as well. Michelle also got that. Can't make this stuff up. And there's seeds that you've already been planting along the way. Okay. Now, for the other stuff, I was asking, because I was feeling that way, I asked my Archangel Raphael cards. But I got this one before I went to those, and that is savoring pleasure. I fully embrace bliss in my life. Okay. You'll see there's all of those like self-care things. Okay. Really savoring those things that you love to do. So I'm encouraging you to just, even if you do one thing that you love every day, even if it's like just for a few minutes, just do one thing that you totally love to do every day. So when I asked about the pain and fatigue that I was feeling, it was interesting because this came up, which is also related to what Michelle said, the inner authority. Okay, so inner authority, it's really about listening to that inner heart space. You are a powerful divine being. So listen to that heart space. Okay, and allow that to come through for you. The body aches, and your body is trying to tell you something. So ask your body about that message. What is your body telling you? Okay. There's a great book, You Can Heal Your Body. Good one to look that up in. Depending on where the ache and pain is, you can look up that and it'll give you a mantra to use. Louise Hay, I think, is the author. So take a look at that, because your body has a message for you. Either that, or I really think you're intuitive, so you can tap in and listen to your guides too. Okay? Just ask your body, what are you trying to tell me? What do I need? And I think there's a certain amount of detox that you need to do. And I had that out, but Michelle was talking about paint. So I kind of feel like there's some of that kind of stuff that's kind of, you need to just kind of let it go and do the saging, maybe a salt bath to help cleanse yourself as well, and just do some detox stuff. I don't know whether you're into the fasting thing, but that would be a great way to sort of get a fresh start with everything on your body as well. So I think those will help, but it is about empowering yourself, and that's going to help as well, because there's resistance, and I think you're feeling that resistance in your body. Okay? So lots of love.
Hi, Karen. Sorry to hear you're having all these renovations. They're never fun.
You just had those, did you not?
Yes, I did. And my house was filled with different energies that I had to. Actually, it was draining the life out of me. And then I smelt it, and I did a ritual. And I think a ritual is a good way of cleaning the air by putting the 4 elements in a place, including a glass of water. One of the things that I usually do, I put a glass of water and I put 3 sticks of incense, and I add myself as the air into it, and earth. And at the end of the ritual, when all the incense is burned, I find the water has bubbles in it, just like Perrier. The more bubbles in there, it means it absorbed more, and it might need a second round or a third round. And I do it a couple of times, and sometimes it's just like a bit, and I let it go. But the first thing when your name came up, I got a headache and I was dizzy, and that's due to being all over the place and not focused. There's no single point of focal. It's like everywhere, and the word focus came up twice in my head. It says, like, put everything aside and start focusing one thing at a time. And even if you have to write it and say, now I do this thing, just focus on that, and that will help you. And my teeth started to clench from the stress. And of course, I understand, because you're going through a change in the house. And usually a change in the house is a change of our internal ways of seeing things. So we are changing ourselves by changing, like if we work on our house, we're changing ourselves because we are our house. And from that, I saw a light bulb. It's like you needed to just like turn it a bit, and everything is bright. You're there. You completed all the steps, and you just have one more, and you are there. And what it actually showed me is that once you get there, it's like just this little step, which you are there, but you just have to do one more thing. And I think it's just believing in yourself. Spirit had opened up the curtains. It's like a huge blind, and it just, Spirit like pulled it all away, and it shows brightness. And who's watching behind is your family. I saw a couple of silhouettes there. It's like you're the word role model or something that came up, and they're all waiting for you to kind of usher them into this new way. I know you're a bit emotional, because I got a bit of emotions. It's not much. It's fine. It's just, all it was telling me is just like, that's okay if you can put them aside and just focus. And if you have a list to do, that will help you overcome all these emotional and anxiety items that are coming your way. I wish you luck, and hopefully I'll know more about it. Thank you.
You read her very well, Ramsey, and she's a Gemini, so she is all over the place. She's able to balance a lot of things in her life, but sometimes it's, the focus needs to be there. So I love that we both got that focus, that card. So, all right, sending you so much love, sis. I love you. Yes. Thank you for tipping. We have another tip for you guys. So it's for a love reading. Are we okay on time?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right, just checking in.
Get them.
All right, so let's see. It is from Ashley, and thank you for tipping, Ashley. And let's see here. It is. I would like a love reading of what I have coming my way. Okay, so I pulled some cards for you, Ashley, and unfortunately, I got good cards. Okay, but this is what's blocking things. Okay, this is what Spirit likes to show me, so that you can really open up the doors here. I got the Infidelity card. This is Faith reversed. Okay. This infidelity can shake your belief in monogamous love, and it questions your judgment and your choice of partner because you're still feeling betrayed. This also they're also telling me that there might be a friend in your environment that's in no position to help you. Like they're not giving you the best advice when it comes to love. Okay, it's blocking you from attracting the right person. Okay, I'm not telling you to just like ex-nay anybody out of your life or anything like that, just to keep your decisions closer to your heart and keep your love life a little more private. Okay, they're telling me privacy is kind of key moving forward because there is some betrayal that's blocking the person from coming your way. Okay, or just from things developing. Okay, because the second one I got was you deserve love. Okay. It's Cupid shooting an arrow. You are so beautiful. You are so lovable. Spirit really likes you. Okay. I get good vibes from this. Okay. That's a good thing. And then I got that there's a separation going on. The person that you're meant to be with, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay. There is a separation happening. And in this card, you see one person is asleep and one person is kind of walking away from the bed. Okay, so there is a bit of a separation due to, they're telling me limited consciousness. I'm a little blurry here. Focus. Yeah, so there's going to be some time apart. So it's not going to happen right away. Okay, and the reason for that is because there are some issues regarding finance and career. Okay. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So, what they actually told me was this is what your focus needs to be right now. It needs to be on your finances. It needs to be on your career. It needs to be on really developing a focus on yourself, because this will help you avoid codependency in the future. Okay, because that seems to be a running theme in today's love. And I'm sorry, it's not focusing. So those are the main cards that I got for you. But the outcome is excellent because I got the Ace of Water. Okay, this is the same thing as the Ace of Cups in the Tarot. And it literally says, falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition. Okay, so it is coming. It is coming your way. You just got to clear out some of those blocks, some of those things that are really in the way of you moving forward. And the Infidelity card is a big one. That's something that takes a lot to kind of get over. Okay. But the main energy that I got for you as far as self-care and pushing through was really interesting because I got aromatherapy. Okay, you can see she's got all of the essences around her. There's a beautiful rose forming behind her head. Aromatherapy is an excellent healing tool. We actually have someone in our network who specializes in it. Her name's Ruth, and Tanys can give you her information. But aromatherapy can kind of help clear out some of those negative and lingering energies that I'm getting. Know that this time of separation is necessary so that you can focus on things that you need to focus on in order to attract the right person. Because what they're telling me is that you and your state of being right now, because of the infidelity, could get into a codependent relationship, and you do not want that to happen. You want to have, good, solid career, good, solid finances, and you want to attract someone of like mind and of like resources so that there is an equal transfer going on. Okay, so that's the main energy I got for you. I know Tanys and Ramsey have more. Let's see.
Hello, Ashley. So It's interesting. This almost looks like a continuation of Michelle's. It looks like the future one. So right now, I wanted to find out sort of where things were at, and these cards are really funny tonight. These two came out again. They are like the balance, because it's the good and the bad, the positive and negative. It's about being balanced. Okay, so I feel as though there's two people in your life. One is good and one's not so good. Okay, so you need to know that the good one is good. There you go. Okay. You need to know that it is okay to trust. Okay. They're calling on you to have faith. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I also feel that this is also about you loving you. When I saw this, it was also about you loving you, about you raising your vibration to meet this new relationship. Okay, so the essential oils that Michelle was talking about, essential oils are a great tool for you to keep raising your vibration so that you can stay in that vibration of love. Because if you do, and you make the effort to do that, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So do the self-work to stay out of that codependency piece. Okay, and the codependency piece is that's where some of this this balance, this back and forth energy. Okay, stay out of that codependency piece. You do that, there's an engagement coming. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. There would be a wedding. The situation involves marriage as well as a honeymoon. So one of those people is the one. You never get those three in the same reading. Okay? It never happens. And I'm getting chills as I say that. So focus, make sure you pick the right one, because these are also 8s, which are infinity cards. So great omen for that as well. Okay? Good luck, Ashley. Hope it all works out. Lots of love. Oh, you're on mute.
I thought nobody can mute me. I guess I did that. The first image I get, I do apologize for the mute part. I do get an icky feeling from a situation that passed. There's a lot of negativity or negative vibrations that is coming out of it. I do see that you moved forward from that, but you kind of still in the same circle. Your ear is being whispered in by somebody, which actually looks like they're kind of, I don't want to use the word control, but they're guiding you to the way that they see is right, fit for you, when the reality is it is not fit for you. Only you know what is fit for you. So I don't know, right ear for some reason, but I don't know if it has any meaning. So what it tells me is that if you allow this to go away, then there's a white flower. I saw it sprouting. It's just starting. And it kind of looked like lily of the valley. So it shows it's a rebirth and humility. So basically, there's a step that you're going to take in order to get you, which is, I guess now it's just clicking in my head, the higher vibration, moving yourself forward. It is there. You have the seed, and now you have to just grow it a bit so that you can be independent and dependent on yourself only. And from there, a white dove flies over, which is a feeling of love and well-being and actually positive stuff on the left side. Hope this has helped, and keep your ears closed.
Thank you, Ramsey. Oh my goodness. And thank you everyone for tipping today. If we didn't get to you, it was because we get to our tippers first. And just to give you a little extra, Ashley, I got that the one is more like a Gemini. Okay. Very open, very versatile, go with the flow kind of person. And I got the 12th house, which tells me that they're a very spiritual person. Okay. Because the 12th house is spirituality. And it's very faith-based. Okay. And then I got the one that's not so great, is more Virgo. Remember, he mentioned control. Virgos are all about being controlling. Okay, so look for those controlling factors because this person's trying to restrict you. That's Saturn. Saturn creates restrictions on the spiritual path. So if that helps you kind of determine which one it is, I hope it does. And then the main energy that I pulled, Ramsey, again, you did it again. I got Holy Spirit, and there's a dove right in the center there. So expect miracles as you move forward. Okay,
Beautiful.
because your guides are with you. And remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally, and spirit has your back. Okay, so that's the main energy we got for you today. We hope that was helpful. And then she says, I don't currently talk to a Gemini right now. I guess I'll meet him soon. Yes, the Virgo is very controlling. Okay, well, at least we found the culprit there. Okay, so you know who to stay away from, because that's the, it's not good to be in a controlling relationship. Okay. And we just wish you all of the best moving forward.
Good luck.
Okay, yes. I'm getting from Tanys. Betsy is trying to tip, but says it isn't working. So do we have time to get to Betsy's question?
I'm okay.
Okay, you're okay. We normally don't go
okay
this long, but people they're showing up and asking all kinds of questions. You're very popular, Ramsey. You brought in the flood of people.
There we go.
Your wonderful energy. All right, Betsy, let me try to find your question here. And is it another name in the chat, Tanys?
Yes, it's Dorada.
Dorada. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tip and it's not working. Okay, well, if you you can try emailing me info@astrological tarot and we can try to figure it out. But yeah, I know that you're going to tip. We're going to answer your question for you. Let's see. I'm looking for it. I'm not seeing it.
I don't see the question. I don't know that she's put it in there. She was asking if it was.
Okay. Well, while you put in the question, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for you while you put that in the chat. Okay, Betsy? And now, okay. Oh, that's a no. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness, we got some flyers. Okay. Oh my gosh, the cards are really energetic for you, Betsy. Oh, blessings. That's good. Oh, the blessings card flew out. That's always a good thing. All right, let's see if there's anything else here. And we're just waiting on your question, okay, Betsy? Otherwise, we're just going to do a general energy reading for you. Oh my gosh, you got really big cards from Ganesh. Okay.
Lots of good ones here too.
Oh, good. Okay, Miss Betsy.
She's put a link in there. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Betsy. We appreciate that. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm teaching. Yeah, my main cards were like, nope. And then I got some new ones that were like, yes. So, okay. Let's see if I can get a story here going. I usually do this while they're going. So just give me a couple of seconds. And I'm still waiting for your question. But I'll go ahead and start with an energy until we get it. Okay. Now, the card that really flew out and caught my attention was the blessings card from the Whispers of Ganesha. Okay, that's a very good thing. This tells me that you, my dear, are divinely protected. Okay, Spirit is asking you to consider exactly what it is that you want currently, and it asserts that your desires are within reach, because you can see he's scattering the flowers here. So the universe is in harmony with your desires, and it will transpire effortlessly. Okay, you're going to be bestowed blessings, luck, love, new prospects, but you need to be very clear about your intentions. Okay, once you've identified what you desire, your guides will work with you to clear the obstacles and amp up your blessings. So this is a very, very good energy. This period is not going to last forever, they're telling me, so you need to take advantage of it, because what comes up must come down, because they're showing me a wheel of fortune. Okay. Let's see. The more you perpetuate something that you want, the more likely you're going to receive that very thing. So really powerful manifestations going on right now. They're endless. They range from, gosh, love, money, success, and happiness. So my gosh, those are all very positive things. Okay. And your guides are teaching you that your blessings are continuous right now. You know, they come and they go, but right now it's activated. It's not immediately apparent, but trust that happiness is, and these blessings are going to be showered upon you, much like these flower petals. So what's going on in your life at this moment is external and beyond your control. So just go with the flow. And true happiness and blessings lie within you, in your heart, and in your soul. Okay, so this is from good past karma is what they're telling me, because that's where the past karma is stored. It's stored in the heart. Now, another card that I got was acceptance. Okay, there's some parts of you that you really need to accept about yourself. And the biggest thing they're telling me is you need to accept things as they are. You cannot move forward on your path until you release some blame, some anger, and some sorrow that you've collected on your life's journey. There's just some lingering stuff there that you maybe can clear out. And Spirit is asking you to forgive people from the past who have hurt you, and be willing to forgive yourself as well. Okay. Open your heart to the world outside and the one within, because we all have the Atman, the eternal divine spirit within us. Okay. This is going to allow you to achieve a deeper state of recognition and acceptance, and it's going to push you forward on a new spiritual adventure. Talk about a blessing. So accept and express your true self. Okay. Your ego is beginning to align better with your soul, which is excellent. It's a relief because we're not pushing. We're just going with it. But no, you don't have to control everything. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to know everything. Just go with the flow. Okay. And if you've been overly serious and tense, start to remember happiness. Try to laugh at things and not get as angry about things coming your way. Just laugh them off is what they're telling me. Laughter is very important for you to bring forth contentment in your life. Okay. Your life's going to improve dramatically if you can harness your ability to kind of look at the world from a lighter perspective. It's going to bring forth spirit a little bit more. And this is kind of a weird image, but it's Ganesha holding in a banana, and that symbolizes humility and an awareness of not putting too much importance on your thoughts or your beliefs in this situation. And the pot belly is like bounty. Okay. So that's the blessings that are coming your way. So Ganesha consumes the sadness of the universe and protects the world. So he's a very light, beautiful, happy spirit. And I like to pray to him when I'm feeling like kind of down. Okay. So yeah, just recognize the beauty that resides within you, and you'll be able to better see the blessings that are coming your way. So really, really good energies. You can't get better cards than that. Okay. And then I went to my Keepers of the Light, and the main thing I got was the teacher within you is awakening. Okay. I got Mary Magdalene. Okay. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and do not let anything stop you. And she also has flowers, lilies in this card. Okay. You are being called to teach. Okay. And then the second card I got was Ancestor Spirit, White Eagle. Okay. It says connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So those wounds that you need to let go of, that's why I got that wounded card. Okay. That's what you need to let go of. And there are a lot of remedies that you can do to release some of those past things and really launch your way forward and be accepting of those blessings and step into joy, into your purpose of teaching. Yay. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Betsy. I know Tanys has a lot more for you, and I'm sending you lots of love.
Hi, Betsy. How are you? Okay, so I picked a few different ones for you because we got your question later. So in response to the question, I got don't stop, a yes, reconsider, listen to your intuition. Now, I know you have strong intuition. She also connects very deeply with Mary, by the way, Michelle, Mother Mary, as well as Mary Magdalene. So perfect for her. They're encouraging you to communicate clearly. Okay. So there's something that you need to really be clear in your communication, and that's going to help lead to recovery. Okay. So before I got your question, I actually had to heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. So I would say that would be related to the boss, right? See the other person's point of view with compassion. And about the question, caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. Okay. And then I got another look deeper. There may be some hidden gems that you're looking for. Okay. So that one definitely came in. So there is new romance or a reignited passion coming into your life. Okay. So be open to giving and receiving. And then I also had this one come out when I was picking the others. So there's something around that. I think you're like rekindling, right? I know that you've just had a baby, so it may be like that post baby stuff. You're going to start to rekindle your relationship. And I also got schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose, personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So, teachers are always learning too. So Michelle got the teacher. It's also about school and learning. So we should probably talk. Cultivating prosperity. So whatever you choose, you've already planted those seeds. Okay, and those are going to help you moving forward. And you're going to start to emerge into grace, which is one we got for the whole collective tonight too. So you're emerging into grace. There's a lotus there. You see that? For you, that one's sticking out. Those actually grow up through the mud, right? So you're coming out of the mud. You're going to start to reveal your radiance. And there'll be pearls of wisdom because you got awakening ancient wisdom. So you're going to start to step into that remembering, right? You've been here lots of lifetimes. And so all of those lifetimes, you're going to start to remember some of those things that you learned in the other lifetimes, which is going to help you going forward. So your intuitive abilities are you're stepping into that, into your personal power a little bit more. And so that's where some of this conversation has to happen, because when we step into our power, there's kind of like you start putting up your own boundaries a little bit more. And so there's sometimes a little bit of a pushback. Okay. So, but that's normal, and it's healthy for you to be able to put in some of those boundaries. So look into your heart and really decide which boundaries are the most important and start with those. Okay. So for me, it's the intuitive piece is all about that boundary setting. As you step into this ancient wisdom, you're going to know which ones are the boundaries you need to do. Okay. And we'll talk. Okay. Lots of love.
Betsy, miss you. Hi. First thing I got a heart throat chakra, a complete shutdown. It feels like hurt, lost, not sure where to go, how to deal with certain things. It was like in a state of shock. Mm-hmm. And that was before your question, because I didn't know what your question was. So it makes sense, the feeling that you're going through, and that's okay to allow them to flow. But what it also showed me is a prayer wheel. The prayer wheel, I don't know if you know them in the Eastern religions, you just pray and move the wheel sideways, and it helps in accumulating wisdom and purifies negativity. So what that means is that while you connect to your higher being, to God, or to source, you are freeing yourself from all these negative emotions. Like I just felt, it just came off of my shoulders, the weight of the pain. And once you connect, you just flow into it. And I know you have a strong connection there, and just allow it to go. Now, if you need to, take your time a bit, do that, but do see that there's a way out of it, and that is your way. I also saw water, when you throw a rock in the water, that ripple effect. You have planted a seed a while back, and it seems that like now it's growing to a point where you can harvest that. So whatever you planted before, and it could be teaching. What I've heard from Tanys and Michelle is that it could be teaching the things that you learned in the past. They're now right for you to use them. And after that, there was this gorgeous peacock that came out. And a peacock is prosperity, luxury, good luck, and all of that. It's just like a beautiful reading. You're coming from darkness into light, and not only light, it's bright colors. Awesome. Take care, Betsy.
Oh, Betsy, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate your time and your energy, and we wish you all the best moving forward. Oh my gosh, you guys, we've been going for almost 2 hours. So you're very popular, Ramsey.
Yeah. I'll come back another time.
Yes,
Awesome.
we want you back on the show because you bring so much fabulous energy, and we really appreciate your perspective. And I just want to give a shout out to Tarot Stash Gerald. He says, howdy, lurking, and just wanted to let you know, excellent tarot reader, puts on some great videos on his channels, Tarot Stash. So shout out to Gerald. And I did pick a couple of cards from you. I got the 2nd house and the 8th house. So transformation with finances, but it's going to be a good transformation. 8th house is inheritances, and 2nd house is, savings. So prepare for some financial prosperity. Okay, Gerald? All right.
Awesome.
Yes. And I'd love to have you on the show too. I've checked out your channel. You're fabulous. So, all right. Well, we really appreciate everyone's energy today. And we kind of want to, you're welcome, Betsy. She says, thank you. And Gabriel, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry we didn't get to your question. We just had a lot of people stepping in and tipping and sharing energy today, but we do encourage you to come back next week. We're here every week at, and Kim, you too. Yeah, please come back. We'll be here next week. Okay. And yes, Tarot Stash, I'll go ahead and email you. I'll try to find your information on YouTube. Okay. And my email is info@astrologicaltarot. You can email me too. And so, yeah, we do have an offering for you guys. This is really special. Okay. Ramsey is a popular guy. All right. So this is very cool. He's offering a 15-minute session, and you can register on his site. It's ramseycheaty.net. And do you want to tell everybody what the session would be about?
Well, the session is up to you. It's open, 15 minutes, no charge. It could be a psychic reading, it could be a mediumship, or it could be just a coaching, quick coaching session to help you on any little issue that you might have in your life. So you can find me at ramseycheaty.net. Thank you. And thank you, Michelle and Tanys, for having me on your show. It was awesome. No, that's fine. You can flip over.
No, we loved having you. And I love
Yeah,
that
it was
the
great.
photo behind you coincided with
Yeah.
the book that I'm reading. And it's all divine timing. And we just love your energy, Ramsey. You are such a powerhouse.
Thank you.
And you can
All
see
right.
us all on Sunday.
Yes, I was right about to say that, Tanys. Thank you. All right, how about you go ahead and introduce it, because this is your big event.
Yeah, so we have wonderful teachers working with us for the Twillow Lifestyle Academy. And all 3 of us are teachers for the Academy. And we have, 5 more. 5 other
8 total.
powerhouses. There's 8 of us. So on Sunday this week, we will be on Facebook, on each of our channels, I guess, on Facebook. And we will be talking about spirituality for an hour. This is the first one of a series. We're actually going to be on again on the 22nd, which is a Wednesday afternoon from 1 to 3. And we'll be talking about 2 other topics. And again, the following Wednesday as well. So we're going to cover topics like emotional well-being. I think there's relationships, there's career and finance. What am I missing?
And there's
Health.
Yeah.
Health. So join us. We've got, we have like a retired doctor. We've got yoga instructor, yoga for your finances. We've got all sorts of wonderful specialists. What a great team it is. And I'm just super excited to share it all with you. Come on out and see and take part, because it's live. So you can ask your questions and you'll have a whole team there to answer those questions. So
I'm really excited for it, Tanys. It's going to
Me
be
too.
amazing. It is. And you can find it. It'll be streaming from both Tanys and my channels. We're going to be just broadcasting as far as we can. So just join us here, and we can't wait to see you. It's going to be a blast.
Yay.
Okay. All right. So please join us. And that's, she said 1 to 3, but that's going to be 10 o'clock Pacific. So 10 o'clock Pacific,
Right.
12 o'clock Central, and 1 o'clock Eastern to join us, all of us. And you're going to have a lot of readers to kind of, talk to and choose from. So it's going to be a really amazing event.
Aw,
All right.
Thanks, Betsy.
Oh, Betsy, you're the best. All right. So again, I'm Michelle Marie, Astrological Tarot. You can find me at astrologicaltarot.com. You can always schedule a reading, info@astrologicaltarot. And thank you so much for having us today. I really appreciate the time and the energy that you've spent.
And I'm Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy. Super honored to be with the two of you this evening.
Oh.
And I love you guys. And yeah, so stay tuned for more to come from us. Thanks for coming.
And I'm Ramsey Chiri. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm a medium and a coach, along with a slew of energy modalities, including ones that I learned from Tanys, actually. And it was awesome having me over here. I had a blast. Thank you all for jumping in, and we'll see you on Sunday, I guess.
Awesome.
Yes. Sending love, and we'll see you Sunday.
Lots of love, guys.
Lots of love, guys.
Take care.